Because the sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. Though a sinner does evil 100 times, and his days are prolonged, yet I surely know that it will be well with those who fear God, who fear before him. But it will not be well with the wicked. So said King Solomon in the book of Ecclesiastes. Janelle Lisa Cruz. She was born July 11th, 1967. She died, she was actually murdered at her home in Irvine, California on May 5th, 1986. I live in the city of Irvine. The city of Irvine was ranked by the FBI for 7 consecutive years as America's safest city. I don't know if it still is, but it's up there in safety. However, on May 5th, 1986, it was not so safe. The Golden State Killer, who had started his spree in the Sacramento County area, moved to Southern California and eventually to Orange County. He was stalking the house of Janelle Lisa Cruz. He had been making scary calls to the house, saying horrible things like, "I'm going to kill you," in a very sinister voice. And that's actually on tape. Janelle had been home alone the night of May 5th, 1986. The house that she was living in was for sale. They were trying to sell it. Her parents had taken a trip to Mexico, just a little getaway. They left Janelle there alone. The evening of May 5th, she was with a friend because she was feeling kind of scared. She had heard noises in and around the house. She wasn't sure if they were in the house, but they were around the house. Her friend came, I believe it was a male friend, but he stayed with her for a while, not all night, and eventually left just about midnight or so. And that's when the Golden State Killer struck. Joseph James DeAngelo put Janelle Cruz in the ground, basically. He took her life. She was his 13th victim. She was the last one that we know of, the last victim. And after that, there were no more. This guy had struck many places between Sacramento County and Orange County. He had committed 51 rapes, 120 burglaries, and 13 murders. Janelle was the last one that we know of. We're going to take a walk to her grave. It's right over here. Joseph James DeAngelo was eventually caught in 2018 because of DNA evidence that investigators found not in the California database, but it was found on one of those ancestry sites. This is Janelle's grave right here, and her DNA, not her DNA, I'm sorry, but DeAngelo's DNA was eventually linked to her death, as well as the death of 13 others. Joseph DeAngelo had been working as a burglary detective for the Exeter and Auburn police departments, Auburn and Exeter, California. So at the time that he started his crime spree, he was working as a cop. Cops that go bad are extremely dangerous because they know how the police think, they know what the police look for, and they know how to cover their tracks, and they can cover their tracks well. What Joseph DeAngelo couldn't cover was his DNA. So nature finally came out in the end. You know, back in 1996, I recall it was that year that a voter's proposition was put on the ballot to establish a bank of DNA for offenders. Some people were against it. They felt it was an invasion of privacy, but I voted for it. Well, it turned out that it worked. It caught this guy, and poor Janelle. I mean, she had to wait so long for justice. She was eliminated in 1986. Her killer, Joseph DeAngelo, was finally arrested in 2018, almost 40 years later. And rather than go through a long, drawn-out trial, he just pled guilty to all the murders, and he's in Corcoran prison today. So I'm not here to remember DeAngelo. I'm here to remember the lovely Janelle Lisa Cruz and give my condolences to her family. I'm going to leave a stone at her grave. If the Memorial Park wants to remove it, I mean, it's up to them. Rest in peace, precious girl. 18 years of age, her life was taken from her because of somebody who thought he was smarter than the police and who actually probably thought he was smarter than God. But eternal justice awaits him, and I hope that Janelle is resting with God. Rest in peace, young lady. I'm so sorry that you were among the victims, but my condolences to the family, and my condolences to all your friends and acquaintances. Doesn't stop hurting, not even after 40 years.